Hi there, Coach Christina here. I would like to be vulnerable for a moment and tell my story. So, I have been a trainer since 2007. I then had my daughter in 2010, and it was the best thing ever. I was in a very bad relationship for many years and then started going to some Al Anon meetings and got my power back and left that partner. And then it was just my daughter and I, a single mother. And then my dad was sick, got sick from Parkinson's during that time, started caring for him. So I became an octopus. That was when I became an octopus. I had 8 legs, eight tentacles running around, being squeezed in all different directions. And I was on autopilot / survival mode for many years. Then my dad passed. That gave me a sense of release on some level because he wasn't living a full life. Then I started to recover from the relationship, the bad relationship that I was in, and went to therapy and had time to really reset. I didn't work as much then. I worked a lot, but not as much as I used to work. It's so funny how that works, like how I'm such a workaholic by nature, by default, and I'm changing that for sure. Anyways, it took me 8 years to recover from that relationship. We're going on 10 now in terms of how long it's been. And I'm finally getting back to myself again. And I still was a good mom and still was a good daughter to my mom, and I was still a good trainer and I was still a good person, but I wasn't fully loving myself. I didn't feel good about myself. I felt small. And I went to Todd Durkin's retreat in Montana. And that opened up and broke down the Berlin Wall. I'm part German, so I call it the Berlin Wall. And I started to get out of my comfort zone. I started to get out of my own way. I started to post more on Instagram, tell my story, be vulnerable, no makeup, all the wrinkles, my aging face, and being okay with it. Because if I'm not okay with it, how can I expect other people to be okay with it? So it's a real big wake up point, and I'm still waking up, and I want to share my story, to be vulnerable and tell you you're not alone. I've been there. I'm still there. Like, there's days where I don't feel good about myself and I feel like I'm an imposter in this world right now. But I know that that's not true. We all belong. And I wanted to tell you this story to make space for your story. And all of the frustrations and the pain make us stronger. And I know during it doesn't feel that way and you feel so lost. But wow, like we all have a story. We all have something. And I'm really proud of myself. I didn't want to cry to tell you my story, but it's been a lot, a big journey, and ugly face cry. I support you. I know you support me. And I'm so grateful for the journey that I'm on and the people that I've met and the openness that has created these doors. It's so beautiful and so surreal where life takes you, where each year goes. Time is just endless in terms of how we see it. It's like we see this time frame each year, each month, each week. But being in the moment, breathing, taking care of yourself, doing your practices, eating well, taking care of yourself with self-talk, with getting enough sleep, using your tools. And sometimes you don't use your tools, whatever. We have better days than others. But getting out of that dichotomy. So, and again, I just want to share my story. And I know this is long, but I am so proud of you. Thank you for listening. And I'm so proud of myself, and not in an ego way, but in the most loving way. Thank you for listening.